We are a research group and charity committed to supporting the education and empowerment of women and girls in East Africa. We work to develop a replicable and sustainable solution to the problem of menstrual hygiene management. In 2011, after a survey in Kenya identified menstrual hygiene as an issue, we ran a pilot study to assess the acceptability of a reusable pad-based approach to this issue. Following this, we offered starter pack funding to 3 organisations in Uganda to pilot a reusable pad workshop with their communities. We believe that this issue needs to be addressed, not only because all women have a right to basic sanitation and knowledge about their own bodies, but also because of the potential impact on schoolgirls' achievement and attendance. Our pilot work found that 5 out of 10 girls were missing some school during their periods, and our menstrual hygiene intervention had the potential to reduce absenteeism over a month-long period. These small increases in school attendance could equate to a significant proportion of time over a girl's school career, with current evidence suggesting that an extra year in primary school equates to a 10 to 20% increase in a girl's eventual wages. There are 9 million girls in Uganda and Kenya under the age of 25. We estimate that approximately 50% of these are unable to afford disposable products, giving a market of 4 to 5 million for an alternative product. In the long term, iRise aims to develop a franchise approach to this issue through developing replicable units, producing reusable pads for sale in East Africa, and African print underwear for sale in the UK. Some of the profit from this enterprise will be donated to iRise and reinvested in the delivery of public goods, initially in menstrual health education programmes. Over the next decade, as women in East Africa become increasingly economically empowered, we will develop a more expensive disposable pad line to subsidise our reusable pad line aimed at girls living in poverty. We hope that through creating a strong African brand that adapts to the needs of women and girls, we can ensure a sustainable business. Our initial commercial unit would comprise of 15 women working 18 hours a week to meet the menstrual hygiene needs of 150,000 girls. They would produce 360,000 menstrual hygiene kits a year and a net income of $16,500. Our franchise would be structured to enable individual members of the franchise units to become shareholders. We have chosen a reusable pad as our initial sanitary product line because they are more affordable than a disposable product and avoid the waste disposal issues associated with the distribution of disposable pads. They are also more suited to charitable distribution as they only need to be replaced every 6 to 9 months. We are currently developing payment schemes to ensure that even the poorest women can access our products, including a sanitation contract where women pay a small monthly amount through their mobile phones and receive a menstrual hygiene kit every 6 to 9 months. Our 5-year goals are to develop 6 units operating as a franchise. Overall, the reusable pad line of the franchise is projected to produce a net income of $100,000 by year 5. We aim to establish a market share of 7 to 8% in Uganda or Kenya with an operating margin of 12.5%. This would equate to the production of 360,000 menstrual hygiene kits a year, catering for the menstrual hygiene needs of 180,000 girls. We would employ 180 women part-time and preserve the equivalent of 3.6 million school days. The development of this enterprise is split into 3 phases: feasibility pilots, commercial pilot and rollout. We are currently in the feasibility phase and are applying to Project Inspire to enable us to run a feasibility pilot with our partners. The pilot would run for 6 months and would involve training 15 women working in groups of 5 for 16 hours a week to produce 3,466 menstrual hygiene kits. 30% of these kits will be distributed freely as part of our promotion and research. The remaining 70% would be sold. 3,466 girls would benefit from this scheme. The $25,000 from Project Inspire would cover the setup and operational costs of the unit, and also the expenses of an iRise project manager. We estimate the sales of the pads would produce an income of approximately $11,000 to be reinvested in the enterprise. The programme will be accompanied by a research project following up the outcomes of the girls who receive the free promotional menstrual hygiene kits. Please support us in creating a world where no girl is held back by her period.